Hi, welcome everybody. It's Mike Newton here at Lytham Golf Academy. Iron head-to-head time, and it's Callaway in this video with the two Pro versions that they're offering. So we've got the Epic Pro against the Apex Pro. Okay, so two irons that Callaway have put the word sort of Pro on the end of. So generally speaking, as we would sort of refer to when we see Pro versions, we're generally going to see a smaller, more compact version of the sort of bigger brother in a way. So generally speaking, it's more aimed for that sort of lower handicapper, you know, that sort of maybe sort of 10 handicap and sort of down, who's looking for that neat look but still wants that forgiveness, that feel and that feedback, and maybe that shot playability that maybe a Pro iron would give them. Having said that, we're looking at two maybe different options here. So obviously Callaway Epic Pro is it's a forgiving iron steel. It's not forged. Okay, Apex Pro is forged. Epic Pro isn't forged. But they're sort of saying that the Epic is been made sort of innovation without boundaries, as they're branding it. So basically, high ball speeds, best performance, longer distance for a player's iron. Okay, maybe Apex Pro is aimed at something slightly different. It's forged, a bit more of a softer feel, a bit more of a playability, bit more of a controllable iron is maybe what that's sort of branded at. So that's what we're really going to look at in this video here. Both 7 irons, okay, I've got both 2 degrees upright, both in a steel stiff 1/2 inch longer, which is pretty much my spec. So very, very clean sort of fair test here. And we're going to look at ball speed, we're going to look at launch, we're going to look at spin and also total distance and see if there's a difference between these two Pro irons. So we're going to start off with the Epic Pro iron first here. So again, 2 degrees upright, 1/2 inch longer, stiff flex. Okay, so nice strike, opening strike there. So, you know, as I say, we're presenting this down by the golf ball here. It's looking obviously more compact than the standard Epic iron. So it's more of a squat sort of club face here from heel to toe. I'll put a few pictures up here so you can maybe just sort of see that. It is a nice looking iron, you know, I'll put that down by the ball. It looks neat and tidy. It's not the slimmest top line, okay, I would say that's more sort of a medium top line. It's not slim by any means, but the side of the head is quite compact, so it looks forgiving, but it looks neat, if that makes sense. Feels lovely off the club face. So again, nice sort of strike there. Okay, so we're going to hit third shot here with the Epic Pro. Yes, and I mean it's a nice flight that. It feels good. I'm hoping I'm going to see a difference in maybe feel. I'm not so much hoping, but I'm going to probably expect to see a bit of difference of feel here between the non-forged Epic Pro against the forged Apex Pro. So final shot with the Epic Pro. Let's try and finish on a good one here. Yeah, again, nice strike there. You know, really no complaints there. Visual as I look at it. You know, ball flights, no real complaints there. We're going to look at some numbers in a little bit more detail. Visually, as I look at the actual club face or club behind the golf ball, I like the look of it. Slightly thicker top edge. I'm feeling that non-forged feel. I mean, Callaway is saying this is a soft feeling golf club. End of the day, it's not forged, so I'm not probably going to see that ultimate softness that I may just see in the Apex, but we're going to have a look at that. So we'll switch over to the Apex, batch your shots with that, and then we'll look at some numbers. Okay guys, so now I've got the Apex Pro iron in our hands here, so straight away I'm seeing a different shape behind this golf ball. A lot thinner on that top edge. Probably the squat from the heel to the toe looks very, very similar. Yeah, straight away it's a different feel, very different feel. Probably didn't quite get hold of that one. Definite feel of, you know, a softer feel of the forge here. Slimmer top line for sure against the Apex Pro. lovely strike. Far better strike that time than the first shot, to be fair. Yeah, that's carrying out probably a good, 171 that carry there, so probably carrying out a good, 10 yards more there. That's purely on strike. It feels a lot softer. Definitely feel that difference of softness there. So if you're a player who loves that softer feel that a forged club that gives you, then probably the Apex is more of your sort of club to try. Now obviously they do an Apex CF iron, which obviously I'm not putting this video here, which is, again, it's forged but a little bit more forgiving than this Apex Pro, so that might be worth a look. Okay, we'll hit the third shot. So the last shot with the Apex Pro, just try and finish on a good one. Yeah, nice strike. So looking at club head speed, a little bit quicker with the Apex Pro. That does surprise me. It did feel quicker. The last one was a lot quicker there. Again, it didn't really feel any quicker there. Looking at ball speed there, you can see obviously the Epic Pro 125 against the Apex 122. So faster ball speeds with the Epic Pro there. Launch conditions here, so launching at 18.5 against 19, so slightly higher with the Epic Pro. Probably a little bit more loft there, obviously dynamically delivering. Massive difference here between the spin. Okay, and this is for me where the two clubs are very much sort of separate in terms of this spin. So you can see 6.2 against 7.6 with the Apex Pro. Big difference of spin now. We know there's a loft difference here, but you know that plays a massive part of the playability of the actual golf club when that ball's coming in to land. Looking at yardage, it's got to make a difference here because we're seeing faster ball speeds, a lower spin, and we know that equals more distance. Okay, slightly slower ball speed, more spin isn't a great formula for long hitting, but maybe a little bit more consistent on the actual sort of numbers there. So if distance isn't an issue, Apex Pro is giving you some great feedback, some very good spin numbers there. If anything, maybe even fraction high for me. I could probably delve in there and do a little bit of shaft changing and maybe get that spin down a little bit more possibly. Right, so there you have it, two Pro versions from Callaway, the Epic and the Apex. So I think for me personally, looks wise, I think the Apex Pro is probably just edging it a little bit. I do prefer that slightly thinner top line that the Apex was giving. It's got a bit more of that classic look behind the golf ball. Feel wise, again, Apex Pro is doing it for me. It's that forged head. I get that softer feel. It feels like I can manipulate that golf ball a little bit more around that golf course. You know, if I want to draw it, fade it, I feel like I've got a chance of doing it more with that. Performance and numbers. You know, the Epic, it's appealing because of the distance it's hitting. The spin number's not massively low. I mean, it is a little bit on the low side, but it's not hugely low. So it's not like a very strong one. Obviously, if we get maybe a standard Epic against Epic Pro, the standard Epic was probably lower again. So that isn't too much of an issue for me. Probably, if anything, that did spin a little bit too much for me, but I'll probably have to delve into shaft a little bit more there and try and fine-tune that and drag that spin down a little bit more. That's more down in an in-depth sort of fitting scenario. But I think performance-wise, I think all day long I'd probably choose Epic Pro there. You know, looks, the feel, it's a consistent sort of number. It's got a spin on it, so I know that ball's coming in to land, with a lot of control into a firm summer's green, for instance. I've got more confidence of control in that than maybe the Epic Pro. But again, this is where you guys have got to go out and test it yourselves. You know, that could be completely opposite for you guys. This is just gives you an idea of maybe what each club is actually trying to do. End of the day, I'm human. I don't hit the same part of the club face every single time. My delivery could be very, very different from your delivery speed, etc. So go out, test these yourself, get a good fitter, try a few different shaft options, try them together and see what works for you. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate you watching my videos. Please do subscribe and hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.